If you're shopping in the mid-size luxury SUV segment, you might be a little overwhelmed with the amount of options. But one that might catch your eye is a 2022 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450 with its sophisticated design and technology. But what makes this different than the Audi Q7 or the BMW X5? And is it a better fit for you and your family? That's what we're going to find out today. Before we get started, if you're new to CarGurus, thank you for joining. Please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell to stay notified. Now, this particular GLE 450 has quite a few options. You have the AMG line exterior, which means you're gonna get this massive diamond grille, and other additions I will get to as we go around. It also has the night package, which means you're going to get a blacked out grille, blacked out lower bumper, mirror caps, and window surrounds. You get standard LED headlights and daytime running lights, and for the 2022 model year, you get standard adaptive high beam assist, which is really helpful when driving at night in rural areas. There are some large vents down here, some are functional, some are not, and this color is cardinal red metallic, which looks really classy, but it will cost you an extra $1,750. Coming along the side, you can see those black touches that look much better than silver. With the AMG package, you also get these awesome 22-inch wheels that look really cool with the black accents, but they do cost a bit extra, so I probably wouldn't spend my money on them. If you want to go with something different, Mercedes offers a variety of options to choose from. As standard, the GLE 450 comes with 19-inch wheels. Up above, you have these extended fender flares in body matching paint color, which is also part of the AMG package. Around the back, you have these slender taillights that are connected with a chrome trim, GLE 450 badging, and 4MATIC badging that denotes the all-wheel drive system. And I'm curious, do you think the GLE 450 and 4MATIC badging should also be blacked out as part of the Nightline package? Let me know in the comments. What is included in this Nightline package is this black painted lower bumper with dual chrome exhaust ports. Under the hood, the GLE 450 comes with a turbocharged 3.0-liter inline six-cylinder with a 48-volt mild hybrid system paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission and the 4MATIC all-wheel drive system. This configuration produces 362 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. You can expect the dash to 60 to take 5.3 seconds. That outpaces the Audi Q7 in a race, but trails behind the BMW X5. Although this is the standard engine on the GLE 450, you have 3 other engine options with 4 levels of output. The entry-level GLE 350 uses a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine rated at 255 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. If you want something more powerful, the AMG 53 and the AMG 63 turn up the heat. The GLE 450 earns 20 miles per gallon in the city, 25 on the highway, and 22 combined, which is right on par with its rivals. If you weren't convinced by the exterior of the GLE 450, the cabin just might do the trick. Inside, it definitely feels high-end, with quality materials, and it's visually appealing. One thing to note is that there are a lot of options and packages available on the GLE, and they can really add up price-wise, but some of them are well worth it. This one in particular has the AMG line interior package and the premium package. With the AMG line, you get AMG sport front seats, AMG pedals, and floor mats. This model also has the AMG black Napa leather seats that look and feel amazing, but cost an extra $3,000. Alternatively, you could go with the espresso brown and black leather combination, which I personally love, and save your money on the seats. You can expect standard heated seats on all GLE trims, and if you live somewhere cold, you might want to think about getting that warmth comfort package, which will heat your armrests on both sides for you. Wouldn't that be nice? This particular model also has something called Seat Kinetics, which is not a massage, but it's little adjustments on your seat as you're driving to keep you energized and keep your limbs loose. The GLE really sets the mood with this ambient lighting design that's also on these grab handles, and it's available in 64 colors. It also responds to input, so when I change the temperature, maybe I make it warmer, the light will glow red. You have optional black wood grain trim on this model, as well as an optional panoramic sunroof. Just picture yourself driving at night with your heated seats, ambient lighting, panoramic sunroof, and your throwback bops on. I think you'd be feeling pretty good. Let's talk about this infotainment. Personally, I think the MBUX system is the best software out there. You can control this via touchscreen, trackpad, or even these dials on your steering wheel. You have so many options and it makes it really convenient. I should also mention that you could control it with voice commands, which is really helpful as a mom so I don't get distracted on the road. It's as easy as saying, "Hey Mercedes,
how can I help?
I'm hot."
I'm setting the temperature on the driver's side to minimum.
She's so helpful. However you choose to use this system, it's intuitive, responsive, and has sharp graphics displayed on a 12.3-inch screen. Connected to your infotainment is a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. What I love about this gauge cluster is that you can customize it. As I mentioned earlier, this model comes with the premium package, which includes the Burmester sound system, a household outlet in the back seat, and a surround view camera. In the center, you have 2 USB-Cs. This one doesn't have it, but you have an available wireless charging pad, adjustable cup holders, storage in the center console with another USB-C, and here you can raise or lower your air suspension for easy loading of cargo. In the back, I have plenty of leg and headroom at 5'9". It's definitely roomier than its competitors, the X5 and the Audi Q7 in the second row. If you're looking at the GLE Coupe, just keep in mind that you will lose some headroom, but you will gain some style. You also have a center armrest with 2 cup holders, vents in the center, 2 USB-Cs, and that household outlet that I mentioned earlier. You shouldn't have any issues latching in car seats, and keep in mind that if you're a larger family or you tend to carpool often, you can opt for a 3rd row. Around the back, you have a standard hands-free liftgate and 33.3 cubic feet of space to work with. That's a little smaller than the Q7 with the 3rd row down and right on par with the X5. If you fold the seats completely flat, you have 74 cubic feet of space to work with, so plenty of room for all of your items. If you do go with the optional 3rd row, you will lose significant cargo space, so just something to keep in mind. A couple other conveniences are this cargo cover, a button to lower your suspension, and a storage area. When on the road, the GLE 450 is buttery smooth to drive. You have the 4MATIC air suspension and the adaptive dampers that filter through the worst of the road imperfections and make for a smooth ride for all your passengers. I think this is definitely worth the $1,700 upcharge to keep the fam happy. Right away, I'm noticing how quiet it is in the cabin. It's well insulated and you can hardly hear any bumps or ruts on the road. At low speeds, the EQ Boost mild hybrid system is silent like a conventional hybrid. And as the speed builds, the turbocharged 6-cylinder chimes in quietly. Part of the cabin's serenity is due to the acoustic comfort package, which applies a noise-reducing film to the front windows and really cuts down on the outside sound coming in. So the GLE 450 does relaxed driving well, but how about performance? To best access all 362 horsepower, move to sport mode using the dynamic select. This increases throttle response and holds gears for longer to keep you in the thick of the power band. The GLE 450 hustles, but fluid gear changes keep the ride smooth. The steering is more communicative than the Audi Q7, but doesn't quite have the sharpness of the X5. You may not be seeking out a canyon road, but when a quick maneuver is needed or desirable, the GLE 450 will not disappoint. Braking performance is strong and the pedal is easy to modulate. Visibility is excellent. I can easily see over the hood and large windows reduce blind spots. Standard blind spot monitoring fills in any gaps. With the driving assistance package, the GLE is also equipped with adaptive cruise control and steering assistance, including an auto lane change feature. Just indicate your lane change, and if there's a gap, the GLE will change lanes for you. How cool is that? Smart, smooth, and speedy, the GLE 450 is a great daily driver. So how much does all this luxury sport goodness cost? The GLE 350 starts at $57,200, and this 450 bumps that up to $64,550. Within its segment, the Audi Q7 45 is a bit more expensive at $58,695, while the more potent Q7 55 model costs less than the GLE 450 at $62,295. BMW's X5 doesn't have quite the same trim strategy, so the all-wheel drive X5 xDrive 40i splits the difference between the GLE 350 and 450 with a starting price of $63,895. Just keep in mind that with any of these German luxury vehicles, you're going to have to be careful with the options list to keep it within your budget. Overall, the Audi Q7 wears a sharper design and the BMW X5 is more engaging to drive, but this GLE 450 is a blissful blend of style and comfort. Some of the pros for the GLE would be that MBUX system, it's roomier in the second row compared to its rivals, and it's a smooth ride. And some of the cons would be that the options list is quite extensive and it can add up, but that's the same with all luxury vehicles. And the Nappa leather inside is not as soft as I would like it to be. Those are all pretty nitpicky, so it's pretty good overall. But we want to know what you think. Would you choose the Mercedes GLE, Audi Q7, or the BMW X5? Let us know in the comments. And if you're new to CarGurus, thank you for joining us today. Hit that bell to stay notified, and we'll see you next time.